Hi there folks, welcome back to Rich Reviews. So I just got out of seeing the final film of the final day of the Virginia Film Festival, and that happens to be The Two Popes. This apparently was a surprise hit out of Telluride Film Festival. This is going to be having a limited release in November, and it's going to be getting a Netflix release in December here. And this is directed by the guy who made The Constant Gardener and a couple of other films, and it's written by Anthony McCracken, who happened to write A Theory of Everything. He wrote Darkest Hour, and he wrote a draft of, I guess a credited draft of Bohemian Rhapsody. Now, let me confess, I absolutely love Darkest Hour, except for that one scene involving Churchill in a subway car. I wasn't the biggest fan of The Theory of Everything, and Bohemian Rhapsody, I thought, okay, interesting biopic. And so these two men create something that's kind of interesting, touching, and quite humorous. And the fact is that, oh yes, Anthony Hopkins plays Joseph Ratzinger, who would become Pope Benedict XVI in 2005 after John Paul II's death here. And Jonathan Pryce, and I know a lot of people will probably be on the internet in the comment board saying Jonathan Pryce is Jorge Bolillo, and now, oh yes, a Peronist who considered he was in Evita is now playing the future Pope Francis. Basically, this film's theory is that in 2012, the year before Pope Benedict's resignation, Jorge Bolillo went to Vatican to offer his resignation because he was just tired of it all because of all the church scandals, and quite frankly, you have to feel sorry for Benedict to some degree. He came in on the shoulders of a giant, and he was expected to run the place the best he can. Of course, all the scandals came out during his tenure. And obviously there's a kind of a running joke here involving soccer, apparently. Of course, when Jorge Bolillo first meets Benedict, they're in his summer residence, and they have at least at one point, because Ratzinger is a traditionalist, Jorge Bolillo is a populist, and is it unfair for someone to say that, oh yeah, Ratzinger was a Nazi? No, that's not particularly fair because no one can compare you to your youth. And of course, this film postulates also that Bolillo also has his own share of problems, particularly during the Dirty War when he had to deal with the junta of all things, and we come to see how that comes to affect him, and that's particularly poignant because he has two friends, both who make it out, and at least one of them he's willing to repair his relationship with. And obviously when he got elected Pope, obviously the pro-government newspapers that weren't friendly to Bolillo, they were in league with the Kirschers, dug up the Dirty War stuff. Is it fair to criticize Ratzinger for being in the German army during World War II? No, it does not. What you get out of these two men is clearly touching at times because Ratzinger is growing old. He doesn't see eye on eye. He's having a hard time hearing God's voice. Trust me, anyone who is hearing God's voice should immediately check into a hospital, but that's just me. He does two amazing jobs, one of whom recreates the Sistine Chapel, which, let me confess, I've actually been to the Sistine Chapel. Yes, that chapel is impressive, but it's also small at the same time, just like the Mona Lisa. Also, going into the conclave itself, when Ratzinger meets Bologna for the first time, it's a rather cold introduction. Clearly, Ratzinger is surprised that, oh yeah, Bologna came in second place because Pryce looks like Francis to a certain degree. And obviously, Pryce has sort of re-emerged in the last couple of years, particularly with a wife. Props to Anthony Hopkins for making Pope Benedict XVI look human to a certain degree. So folks, in the end, first of all, let me just say that I am on Twitter. Michael Rich at Rich Reviews too. I don't know why I keep plugging that. So what I'm going to say about this film, I'm going to give this a matinee rating because quite clearly there are just some moments that are going to make you laugh out loud. Clearly this audience was as well. So folks, The Two Popes, have you seen this at any film festivals? If you haven't, please tell me what you thought of it. As always folks, like, comment, subscribe, enrich yourself with knowledge. I'll see you next time folks. Yes, hooray.